everybody, it's time to start Christmas. This is one of my favorite sets, but I thought how much fun it would be if I could, say for example, use this stamp but not have the to and from, just to put somebody else's name on it without the to and from. And I liked this one, but I also didn't want the flower to be black, but I wanted the lettering to be black. So what I did was I took this image, mounted it on my block, stamped it in red ink first, and actually I did two different kinds of stamping because I wanted to color this one a little bit more with colored pencils and add my own touch, and these I wanted to cut out. So I cut the little flowers out like this. Then I stamped it in black so that I could have the writing. And the first thing I did after I did that was cut it out before I added the red flowers. This way I can have two different colors, and I can just cover the flower exactly where I want it, and you won't even see the black. So I'm going to take a little tiny bit of glue, add it to the flower petals with my X-Acto knife and a little bit of clear glue, and get it just right here so that it covers up the black flower. You'll see the finished card on the blog. First I did all the green work so that I'd have plenty of room to cover it. Now then I wanted to add a little bit of a dimension to the flower, so I bent up the petals just a little bit and added the top here. And there's just enough room for a gem, pretty gold gem, to go in the center. I did exactly the same thing with this flower. The reason I cut it first was because this flower goes over the edge just a little bit, as you can see, and you needed to have that cut first before you added it. Then another of my favorites on that sheet was this circle one, and I'm going to stamp it so you don't have to use the to and from if you don't want to, and you don't have to cut it out. So here's my stamp. The first thing that I did with the stamp was I stamped it in black like this. Better remove the glue. And I cut out the to and from, as you can see here. So then what I'm going to do to stamp this is I'm going to ink it in black, including the to and from. Then I'm going to take my tweezers and take that little to and from that I cut out, and it sticks right to the ink. Stamp it again. Pull it off. You have the finished stamp without the to and from. I also wanted to show you another trick that I like to use. That is, I know all of you mail things like I do, and I have a horrible time with this end of this tape getting stuck, and I can't find it, and if I bend it over then I waste some. So I took an extra pair of scissors, put the blade flat against the tape, rolled it over, and then I always have a tape with the scissors ready to go. And oops, I just realized as I was finishing stamping that I have a corner of one of the brand new stamps on my table. Oops, there it goes. I hope you guys caught that new little sneak peek on a Wednesday before the Friday bigger sneak peek. Thanks for watching. See you next week.